Right. Who fancies a trip out, then?
Anywhere in particular?
Loweswater, old son. We'll pay Gran a surprise visit.
Sounds like a nice idea.
Oh, good to see something can put a smile on your face. Good book?
Yes, very good. Jonathan lent it to me.
Oh. Well, you can read it on the way.
We're going to Loweswater to see Gran.
What, now?
Yes, why not? If we wrap up well, a brisk lakeland walk will do us good.
I'm not going to the Lake District in the middle of the winter.
You'll be sitting in a nice warm car all the way. And you don't have to stir out of the cottage until we're ready to come home.
And I don't feel like hours and hours on the motorway.
Well, look, Lucy, it's only 120 miles away. I mean, if we
I
average...
wish your batteries had run down sometimes, Gordon.
Oh, Lucy, Gordon was only saying it'll just...
I know, but why does he have to reduce everything to mathematics?
Lucy, I would like you to come with us. Gran would be very pleased to see you. I'm speaking to you, Lucy. I think it would be a pleasant family outing.
And I think I'd rather stay here and read my book. Who's Carrie going in then?
Go on, Marnie.
Oh, that'll suit me. I'm going to enjoy this afternoon. No problems, no hassles about redundancies.
I'd tell you what, Dad, you could get your head down in the back.
Since a Willy Wombat. I'm not an old soul ran yet, you know, lad.
All right, I just thought you'd be more comfortable.
Did you? And I think you want to give it a bit of that in the front, don't you? Posing in the front seat of the Jag with him.
Hey, Damon, do you want to check the oil and water for me?
Oh, yeah, go on. So. Careful you don't get any on your face.
Hey, it's mid-morning. Just what have you been doing up here?
I've been assessing whether or not I need more exercise.
More? You don't get any. You get into a sweat running up a bill.
Ho, ho, ho. Very good. And talking of bills, I think you're spending far too much money on clothes.
I need to look smart for work. You like me to look my best, don't you?
Yes, darling. But there are other more important things we need for the house.
Oh, we'll get them in time. Don't worry. Hey, you have to be careful. You are putting on weight.
I'm thinking of taking up squash.
Oh, I wouldn't mind giving it a try, but I think I'd prefer badminton.
All right, I don't mind.
What about the cost?
I think we can manage that. Good, we'll do it.
Oh, that's very positive of you, Roger.
Yes, I feel rather positive today. In fact, I think I might have a go at our illustrious neighbour later on about his shed.
My own daughter. I feel I just don't know her. So perverse. Everything I say, she goes against.
Then why say anything?
How do you mean?
Play her at her own game. If she doesn't want to be part of the family, that's her decision.
You're probably right. And I'm not renowned for my patience in this sort of situation.
Look, all I'm trying to say is that you're Gran's favourite. There's no need to bite my head off.
I don't want to go. I'll go when the weather gets better.
But she's very old, Lucy, and it's a difficult place to get to.
Well, I'll go in the spring with Jonathan.
That's it, is it? Well, I'm not having him in the house while we're away.
What are you talking
As
about?
soon as we've gone, he's coming round here, is he?
People who listen to the ends of conversations invariably misread the content.
Don't be smart with me, young lady. Are you going to invite him here while we're away?
I have no intention of seeing Jonathan today. Would you mind just confirming exactly what I said about Jonathan?
Well, Lucy was just saying that she and Jonathan may visit Gran later in the year.
Oh, really?
Yes, it might be a nice ride later on in the year.
And if you haven't any other plans, would it be too much to ask why you won't visit your grandmother with the rest of the family? I'll go and check the car over.
Do you mind telling me why you won't visit Gran?
I don't want to go.
That's all right, then. She's bound to ask why you're not with us, and I can tell her you couldn't be bothered.
Look, why do we have to go now?
Because my mother is 82 years old. She's having a hard winter out there, and we're all she's got.
Well, why didn't we decide to go and see her last weekend?
We don't have to give notice of our intentions to you or anybody else. You've given your reasons for not going, and that's the end of it.
Well, I don't think you're making this visit on humanitarian grounds. I think it's just because Dad hasn't got anything to do.
Oh, Lucy, don't.
Well, it's true. We can all find something to do, and he's just bored.
Lucy, I'm not interested in your theories. It's perfectly straightforward. Either you come with us or you don't. I really don't care. But I do have things to do, and it doesn't include listening to little girls' tantrums.
I just think the Reds had the better team in the 60s. And the opposition was better then as well.
Well, it could be that the Reds are in a class of their own now, couldn't it?
Come on, you Reds!
So, are we ready for the Grand Prix then, Dame?
Hey, I tell you what. That Coles bloke's under the Rover bonnet. He must be loaded.
How'd you make that out?
Well, you know, a car like that only tired.
How do you know he's retired, Dame?
He doesn't work anyway. I always see him when I'm home.
Yeah, when you should be somewhere else as well.
I've topped up the windscreen washer.
Oh, you're an ace mechanic, Dame.
I'll burn you off the road when I get my Mustang.
Mustang? Only bank managers and accountants drive Mustangs, son. Not little lads who sag school.
Do you know, I don't see how you can say that there was a better team in the 60s. I mean, we never won the European Cup then, did we?
Nah, the mid-60s, lad. Great. Used to be a church in Dovecot. Outside the church used to have a big notice board. And every week they'd have a different slogan on it, you know. And one week the slogan was, "What would you do if Jesus Christ come to Liverpool?" And someone wrote underneath, "Movie in St. John to the win."
Bobby! Damon, where's your anorak?
Why, Ma?
Because I want to make sure you're wrapped up warmly.
Oh, it's too warm today, Ma.
Well, you better take it with you just in case. Well, if your friends could see you now.
They never believe it.
Has nobody called? I don't see why we can't have a phone, you know.
The same reason we can't have a lot of things, Queen.
Hasn't he been in touch then, Kat?
Who? I don't know who you're talking about.
I was erased from your memory banks now, is he?
The only thing on my mind now is food.
You know who. I like a bit of bacon first thing.
Is there anything to eat, Mum?
Yes. Come into the kitchen and I'll teach you how to make toast.
Would you like me to rummage through the stalls in St John's Market?
I'd just like you to realise our limitations.
What's got into you all of a sudden?
You know what it is.
Oh, I know. I know you, Roger Huntington.
What do you mean?
Whenever something's niggling you, you pass it on. It's that shed next door, isn't it? That's what's bothering you.
Look, don't cloud the issue, Heather. You're spending far too much money on clothes. With a lot of pressing needs in the house, luxuries can wait. And don't sulk, Heather, you know I'm right.
Yes, Lord and Master.
I know you like to look smart, and that's fine. I want what's best for you.
Hey.
All right. But what are we going to do about that shed?
I don't know. We'll have to think about it.
You don't really mind, do you?
Oh, Saturday, you know.
Gavin, it is for the both of us.
I know, Pet.
You find it an ordeal, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It's not just the embarrassment, but somehow it makes it official in everybody's business.
You know, I could believe that of you.
Well,
You don't like going because it's a given place and time. But it has to be done, like paying tax.
does it? That's dangerous talk.
Anyway, we won't be there long and nobody in the waiting room knows what we're there for.
But obvious, isn't it? Everybody's seeing the doctor by themselves and we walk in together.
Sir, we're a devoted couple.
With the same ailment. Lucy, are you sure you don't want to come?
Hey! In the back for little boys. In the boys' pen. Go on.
He didn't have it on. I said... never mind. What's up with you then?
Nothing.
Have you got anything planned?
Might go out later.
Do you want to come round town with me?
You're not working?
Every fourth Saturday. Today isn't one of them.
Yeah, all right.
Not because you've nothing better to do.
Oh, Mother, I didn't mean it like that.
Well, it's not very often they're out and we're in.
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, it's not often that we're together. Usually I'm in the kitchen and you're in the bathroom. Do you know, I remember when I was 15, I used to go out with a lad called Pete Mackenzie, a great dancer.
Oh, why? What's made you think of him?
Oh, I wasn't thinking of him. I was thinking about me when I was 15 going down the Blue Angel.
What's the Blue Angel?
Club in Bow Street. Used to be loads of clubs there. Mind you, I suppose there still are.
Did you ever go to the Cavern?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the Beatles?
Oh, yeah. I used to go to the Cavern when it was a jazz club and the Beatles had never been heard of.
Suppose you were underage then?
Yeah. But don't let it give you any ideas.
How long are you going out with this fella?
2 weeks, on and off. We're in the same gang, I suppose. I was really keen on him for ages, though. I used to count the minutes till I could see him. And you think they're the most important person in the world. So I know how you feel.
What do you mean?
About Jeff not being in touch with you.
Oh, I'm not bothered about him.
Oh, well, if you're not, that's all right. And if you are, I know how you feel. And there's nothing I can say that will make it any better. Sorry, love. Well, I think I'll go and find our Damon's anorak. I bet it's in a right state.
Oh, well, I think there's something you better know about our Damon's anorak.
What?
No, don't start going on at me, because it's not my fault.
What isn't?
I'll make a cup of tea first.
So there's no point in bringing in that sample at all?
Oh, yes. What the sample told us is that you have a low sperm count, but it may just be that one sample, and we may require you to do another one. You see, it isn't uncommon for the sperm count to vary from one sample to another.
So where do we go from here, then?
Well, Petra's been keeping her temperature chart diligently, and it is the time of ovulation. I think the best thing you both can do is not to worry. If nothing happens this month, we'll see what another sample tells us.
Well, that's it, then.
Patience.
Be a patient patient.
Thank you, Doctor.
Putting a match to it would be one solution.
You're almost a solicitor, Roger. There must be some law against it.
There is. It's called arson.
You know what I mean. Two people such as ourselves should have the resources to find something that makes him take it down.
Yeah, he's so unreasonable.
Oh, I think arrogance more appropriate.
You know, I mean, we'd have to have a very good reason to bring any legal action against him. Mind you, he probably hasn't got planning permission for that, and even if he has, then he should be paying higher rates for the ground he's covering.
Oh, doesn't that just apply to a permanent building? Look, we ought to be writing this down. I'll get a pen and paper.
Okay.
Sounds great when the doctor says tonight's the night.
Do you want something to eat?
Yeah, cheese sarnie will do. Wrapped up in medical terms, that's what he meant. Seems to be down to me, then. I hope he's right, as long as they can do something about it. At least it means you're in the clear.
Well, that doesn't necessarily follow.
We're no further on, are we? He still doesn't know what to do next.
There's probably so many possibilities. It's just a matter of time.
Patience. It's not something I'm well blessed with.
Where are they then?
I'll be back soon. Anyway, I thought you were supposed to be doing the design for the bed this afternoon.
Ah, well.
Oh, we're still waiting for the properly seasoned timber.
No.
Hey, do you fancy some lunch?
I thought you wanted to cut it out.
No, we start on Monday. They're home.
Right, I'll get it over with.
What, now?
Yeah. You never know, he might just be very reasonable.
I think you're being very sensible about this, Roger. They'll probably be all right.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you've got a kid needs a bike, but a kid needs a pram. But it's the one they can talk, you know, walkie-talkie. You fit that on, it makes a noise like a sad, but then they can talk to it. Unless you got a bike, it's not worth dropping.
You're planning to get one?
Hi.
Hello.
Oh. Hey, Galvin?
I want to talk to you about this shed of yours.
You want to talk about your shed?
Well, I mean, it's not really a shed, is it, exactly? It's more a sort of thrown-up erection.
Hear that, Pet? He doesn't like my erection.
Yeah, well, what is the problem?
But look, we don't want to cause any, bad feeling. We're all new here, and we want to have a good community spirit.
Yeah, well, we feel the same way, don't we, Pet?
Yeah, people treat us right and we'll treat them right.
Fine, exactly.
So, what's the problem?
Well, it's not exactly good for the close. I mean, that's what we're here to say.
Yeah, we must be honest about it.
Well, your comments are noted.
Well, that's not really good enough.
It's on our land and we can do what we want.
Not when it has a direct effect on others.
Well, what exactly are you objecting to?
Do you think you can come and look at it from outside? And then when you see it...
Certainly. Well, come on then.
Do you mind?
What's wrong with it?
Oh, come on, it's obvious. It's an eyesore.
Who gives you the right to criticise my do-it-yourself? So I'll give you marks out of 10 for the installation of your burglar alarm.
That's hardly the same.
Look, let's be fair about this.
We can see more of it than you can.
So?
Look, I'm a reasonable man. All I'm asking you to do is to make your property more compatible with the rest of the close.
And how do you propose I do that?
By taking that down.
You must see what we mean.
It's in our garden and we can please ourselves.
Not when it causes offence to your neighbours. Look, I don't want to be difficult.
Fine, we'll leave you to it then. Come on, Fred.
I think you should know that I'm very conversant with the law. I'm actually an articled solicitor's clerk.
I don't care if you're Perry Mason.
Let's go home.
You leave me no option.
If you intend to cause me any bother, you better make sure your Bupa subscriptions are up to date.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah.
Roger will do this legally.
Yeah, listen to your Mrs. Rog.
I won't be intimidated. And there are other people around here who feel the way we do.
Now look, I've not had a good day up until now, and you're pressing your luck right.
Enough, Gavin. Let's go home.
I don't think he's altogether sane.
They had their chance.
Right, that's it. The full frontal attack now. The tax man, the VAT man, the council, the fire officer, the lot.
Well, I think we should enlist some local help. Other people in the close must feel the same way.
Yeah, but there's nobody around at the moment.
How do you know?
There aren't any cars in the driveways. Look, we'll do it later when everybody's back, all right?
Yeah, all right. Let's go and enroll for the badminton.
Okay.
And in part maintained by the spinning of wool for the bay trade of Colchester and its adjacent towns. It still mourns in the ruins of a civil war, during which it suffered a severe siege. The garrison, making a resolute defence, were at length obliged.
Hello. Sorry to trouble you. Is your mother or father at home?
No, I'm afraid they've gone away for the day.
Ah. Oh, well, we can come back later.
Can I help you?
Perhaps you can. We're trying to enlist some support to persuade Mr.
We're trying
Ted
to force Mr. Taylor to take his shed down.
Yes.
Oh, really? I thought he'd added a touch of individualism to a rather run-of-the-mill road. Oh, really? Is that it?
Yes. Thanks for your point of view.
Right.
Good night.
Good night.
That sounds like them.
Don't worry. I'm going to leave you out of it.
3-0.
All right, Damon.
Yeah? Is any food on the go, man?
I expect you'll find something.
Might as well have a look.
Did you keep warm enough, Damon?
Yeah, this coat's sound.
I found your anorak.
Oh, great.
See his anorak, Bobby?
It's not it, is it?
Oh, it is now. And he's going to wear it all the time. Right, Damon? Do you know what he did? He took the anorak we bought him for Christmas back and got the money on it. Then he bought 3 records with it. Right, Damon?
Is that right, is it?
No, love. Violence is too good for him. I took the records back to the market today and I bought this there. And he is going to wear it all the time, or he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Right, my lad, who thought he knew it all? Right, Damon?
Yeah.
Right. And you stay away from Duxie and Gizmo. I'm not saying they're a bad influence on you. I think you're all a bad influence on each other.
But they're me mates.
Don't argue.
I'll go.
Here, your turn.
Hiya. Sorry to trouble you. We're trying to gain some support to force that cowboy at number 10
To try to persuade Mr. Taylor to do something about his shed.
Oh. Well, it doesn't concern us, does it?
Sorry?
Oh, we can't see it from here, can we?
Oh. Well, thanks anyway.
The former Lady Buck joins Jane Irving next and reveals a little bit of her past life in Living Magazine.